Good morning, YouTubers and aliens. Hold on. That happens every time I don't have my co-host with me. All right. How y'all doing this morning? I'm running around back and forth on this desk, trying to get things done. Welcome. It is Monday. Yes, I said Monday. The 24th of July. We got about a week and a couple extra days. Then this day is going to be this month is going to be over. Hold on, I know I got the echo thing. I'm a little slow this cup of coffee. Alrighty. Yeah, if y'all kept up with things, we're up at 6 a.m. this morning. You were seeing it break out. It's a happy World UFO Day. Yeah, hold on a second. In case y'all haven't been able to see it. Take us to your Lake Ferry. Yep, that's what it is. Yep. So let's see. Before I even start anything going on any of this stuff, let's see. Good morning, Lake Ferry. Good morning, Tennessee Ridge Runner. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning, B Mitch. TH2. Good morning. Yes, I know the music is still on. Hey, I'm trying to do three things at once. I only got two hands. Come on now. My little enclosure, one of the thumbtacks fell off right when my entrance video was ending, and I'm like, ah. And I'm trying to keep the cold air in this room. So, yeah. Another day of the heat wave. It's going to be like that all week, but it's slowly but surely starting to creep up north, east. Yeah. So keep believing in your meteorologist, and you're going to find out they're off by about 10 to 20 degrees when it hits you. So, yeah. So before I even get on any rant or rave or anything else, I'd just like to say, hell of a show, Bigfoot and Lake Ferry, Bigfoot Lake. You missed it. You had three stories last night: Bigfoot encounters or Sasquatch encounters, and we didn't show. Shame on you. You need to go check it out. Hey, Carlson. Good morning. Now, TH2, you're getting it. And since you doubted me, you're definitely gonna get it. So yeah, that's Lake Ferry. Yeah. Lake Ferry has learned. But Lake Ferry, when your buddies, friends, or relatives come to visit you today, make sure that they do a house call today also for TH2. You know what I'm talking about, too. So I know you're on that intergalactic phone on Friday, setting that appointment for him. So hold on a second. So Monday, what's so weird about Mondays? Uh, that's starting to become the norm. No co-host shows up. She's still sleeping. TH2 jinxed her that we won't see her till Tuesday, but I don't even know if we'll see her on Tuesday. She'll definitely be there for Wednesday. So because she's got to show up for Women's Wednesday, but that's like at noon. So, but yeah, I was gonna do high noons all this week, but I went outside, moved my vehicle, and yeah, the mosquitoes are still buzzing around. So I said, no, it's still too cool out there for the blustery 79 freaking degrees. And the wind's not blowing that much. And mosquitoes are all over the place still because people are, we got notified on either Friday or Saturday. I think it was Saturday. They found out West Nile virus by one of the mosquitoes had West Nile virus within its captured facility by our zoo. So they're spraying. They're going to start spraying this evening for a 2 mile radius around the zoo. And they're bringing in the animals, and of course, they're telling all the people keep your animals in and all that other fun stuff. So, Yeah, but what about the rest of the freaking town? You found this Friday, Saturday. Yeah, you don't think mosquitoes, they do have wings. They are going to move. They're going where the food is. Hello. We've got mosquitoes all over the place, so I'm not even going to worry about it until they start spraying the places they need to. So, yeah. Well, unfortunately, Arizona's got no relief. They're still going to be the hottest spot next to Death Valley, and all these other places around the world are saying, "Oh, we're so hot." Yeah, suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, put a stop sign up and put a message on there, not to walk in the heat of the day, like Death Valley has. So everybody can go there taking memories, and you can find all the people collapsed over there. Speaking of collapsed, last week, yeah, we had a elderly gentleman. I can't remember where he's from, but he was talking about going to Death Valley and doing the actual walk. And unfortunately, he did do it, and he collapsed. And I don't know if it was a heat stroke or he just had a heart attack. I'm going to go off with heat stroke because it was so freaking hot there. And they found him, and unfortunately, prayers to the family and all that. They should have stopped knowing the temperatures, but hey, I don't know. I kind of question why they even allowed the elderly gentleman. He was like in his 80s, so. Okay, Lake Ferry is saying Mondays are the Mondayest Mondays that have ever Mondayed. Okay. Okay, Lake Ferry, did you get your coffee yet? Get your butt out of bed and make your coffee. Since you're the one that inspired this freaking broadcast, as a minimum, you should at least make an appearance, even if it's only for 5 minutes. Other people in chat knowing when they saw the aliens, they're like, "Oh, Lake Ferry might be there." They're here for you. They ain't here for me. Oh, they'll just watch me on a repeat if they decide to watch it, or they find out that there's something good that I said. So I'm not even going to get up on my milk crate today, but I am going to talk about something. Friday, I got an advertisement on, I can't remember, I want to say it was either Crackle or Tubi TV. They had a commercial. And this guy that used to be a CEO for a couple of companies has developed a liquid drink for the other adults. Can anybody guess what it is? It's actually water and vodka. Yeah, and there's a couple of places I'm already like new. Okay, and they're doing this. His reasoning behind this of pushing it is to replace Bud Light. Hey, I see an alien. This is landing right now. Hold on. Tell her I see an unidentified object. Do aliens have hair?
I had to go inside and go grab my laptop. I'm working here.
Working?
Yeah.
Like Furry doesn't work on Mondays. See that face up that she gave everybody? Actually,
sit for a minute.
Okay, I'm turning the timer on. You got 5 minutes.
Good morning, everybody.
What do you know about aliens?
Nothing.
Awesome show last night. You know a lot about stumplings.
Yeah, well, Allie has drawn a bunch of stumplings, and I don't know when that's going to be introduced. But if you're not here, you won't know. So
what?
Because I just spilled it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
She's been working on these drawings because Bigfoot always has this, this. I can't remember who it was, if it was Han Solo, or, Super Dave, or who it was, but they mentioned, the stumplings.
Yeah.
Somebody did. I don't remember how it came about, but it was cute. So.
Okay, we got to do an experiment here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Leave your camera on. Everybody look at her eyes. See her eyes? All right. Well, that's great. Now look at my eyes.
Yeah, but my eyes change colors.
Are we related? I didn't say mine didn't change. I just got them dark right now because those are my shades. I put my shade contacts in because it's bright out here. You know, I got my 8,000 SPF freaking sunscreen on my head. Yeah. Yeah. So, good morning, Beach Driving, by the way.
Good morning, Be Charming. I'm not in chat anymore,
Yeah. She's on her
obviously.
laptop.
Yeah. Well, I got my phone over here on mute somewhere. I set it down over there. Yeah.
So, besides sitting in your carported area,
That's not cardboard. It's my secret spot.
well, her secret spot, we'll call it Area 53.
Yeah, where you can come over. I got a bunch of totes under there right now and a bunch of stuff that needs to go get burnt and go to the garbage. But you can come over and play pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, her secret spot's got balls. You need balls that to be involved.
It does. Actually, I have to go search for balls because I think the pool table ate them.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
No, but so what were you doing out here working?
Garden.
I don't see no garden where the secret spot is.
Well, I had to go in to go grab my laptop. You want to see the garden?
No.
You can.
No.
Good,
Anybody,
because it's about aliens, not gardens.
yeah, anybody want to see a garden, put a 1 in chat. Otherwise, put your middle finger up.
We have squat. It's squatchy out here.
That's Stumpy the Squatch.
There you go. See, yeah, Junior.
So nice poles there. Balls in one area, poles in the other. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not done yet. We need to make a top and the bottoms, and yeah, we just put up the poles now because they'll be holding the lights.
Now, did you put just dirt back in it, or did you actually put concrete?
We didn't do concrete. We just did dirt.
Oh, okay. Well, if we did them deep enough, they'll hold.
They're 12-foot poles, and I think
Looks like
it's
they're
about
at 10 right now.
8 feet. I think it's about.
Oh, so you went down 4 feet?
I don't know.
That looks like 10 feet right there. So you only went down 2 feet.
Maybe.
So 2 feet's good enough.
I think it was 8 though.
Yeah.
Because Bigfoot can touch the tops with his arm.
Well, I could touch the tops too if I'm standing on the ladder.
Yeah, me too. If I'm standing on the ladder. Yeah. Oh goodness! All right.
But that does look good at night when the lights are on. You're always sitting there. That is like, ah.
Yeah, we sat out here Friday or Saturday night. I think it was Saturday. I don't know. We went fishing, and I don't remember. This weekend we did. I don't know. I don't remember what days we did what.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably because of those aliens. They have mind erasers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just taking a selfie photo. Just look at the little pin stick camera. Go ahead. Flash.
Be much your garden sad. Well, cheer it up.
They can't with the heat.
Yeah, the heat's been pretty horrendous. I water at night. I watered last night in the dark. And I don't know who was winning, me or the mosquitoes, but I'm pretty sure it was the mosquitoes.
Yeah, well, you better be careful of those mosquitoes because you get that stuff up north of you.
Yeah. Boom. There.
They'll travel down.
That's all you guys get.
Oh.
Quick flash.
She just gave us a Monday tease. You say you are. Now I'm shocked. I didn't even see no coffee cup in your hand.
Yeah, I lost my coffee. Like, I don't know when I did, but it was probably somewhere between the dog and the mess in the living room. I lost my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Danny was up during the night, and I don't know. She had like a party in the living room.
Yeah. That's because the aliens started showing up. They're party animals.
Yeah. She has every toy that she has with stuffing ripped out of it. And
yeah, one of these times you're going to put the camera on and leave it on at night just to see. And you're going to find out it's Mr. Cat. And everybody's sleeping, is jumping over. messes stuff up while Danny's passed out snoring and then jumping back up
Yeah,
before y'all wake
trust
up.
me, that cat could not get past that dog. Can you imagine the thump he would make going over the door?
Yeah. And
Even
Danny'd
if
go
he could,
underneath the cushions and hide. She'd be scared.
no, when he thumped that dog's up. Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, dear mama. Good morning.
I should probably move. That water's probably driving everybody nuts. Good morning, Mountaineer Mama.
Water? What water?
Oh, you don't hear the water?
No. You
At
have a
the
better
pond?
chance of hearing my air conditioner.
All right. Well, the water at the pond's pretty darn loud.
Oh, no. We can't hear it. Well, TH2 probably can, but he's probably just remembering when he got up to pee this morning. So he's
Did
having flashbacks. And yeah,
you see the?
that's not a family photo. TH2. If you look at it, one is Life Fairy, one is Bigfoot, one is TJ, one's Crazy, one's you, one's me. That covers everybody in the background picture. There you go.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, think about it. But yeah, TH2. Yeah, he's putting up little memories with water spitting and him laughing. But yeah, so what are you going to be doing today since you're so busy? Because we already figured out when Lake is busy, she's really on TikTok watching her favorite artist on TikTok.
Oh no, that was last night.
No,
Um,
that's your routine now. You're not even painting, you're on TikTok.
yeah, I actually put up a 30 by 40-inch canvas on my easel. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday night, and
Mm-hmm.
that's where it stayed. And it's completely clear and empty, and no paint. Nothing has happened with it. The night I did it, I actually got everything ready to paint, and it took me so long to just get where I wanted to be that I just laid on the couch and just stared at a blank canvas, and that's where it's been ever since.
Uh-huh.
Yep. But no, today I'm waiting for my oldest and my youngest to let me know what is going on today, because I know my oldest is bringing my youngest home, and I don't know how long she's staying, but I know that she has green beans, tomatoes, and parsley to bring home, because I've had to put the tomatoes in the refrigerator, and we just have so many that we just can't eat them, and I'm not cooking all of them this time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could make sauce and whatnot, but I want her to take them home.
Uh-huh. So your youngest stayed with your oldest.
Yeah, my oldest, Lauren, her and her husband went to a concert last night while Allie stayed and house sat and puppy sat. And by puppy sat, it means puppy sat on Allie. She's a German Rottweiler, as you know.
Yeah.
And
Good morning, AB. Uh-huh.
she's a year and 7 months old.
Yep. She's a
So
cutie patootie.
she's still a puppy in my book, even though she's over a year old. But
Mm-hmm.
hi, AB.
You know, he said he caught a reptilian in the Gulf last week.
Oh.
Are you sure it's a reptilian? It wasn't a mermaid?
And their wife doesn't count, neither do the kids.
So, needless to say, you had a show and then you disappeared off signal. So, the pink socks came out.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
You sat there, Bigfoot fell asleep in his chair, and you're on TikTok until the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, no, I was on TikTok I was in bed by 11. I was on TikTok, though, till about a couple minutes after midnight. And I'm like, all right, later. I didn't even get to see the finished painting, but he posts them in a short later on TikTok, so I'll be able to see it.
Uh-huh.
He's only been painting since December.
Oh, wow.
And he's a natural. So
yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, he was in the military, and he went through some stuff, and he's trying to wrestle through his PTSD/depression and anxiety, which he makes that known. And he used to sit and watch Bob Ross, and he's like, oh, I can do that, I think, and always talked about painting. So last Christmas, his wife tried to help him get out of his funk that he was in, because it's not an easy place to get out of sometimes by yourself. And
Yeah. Good
she
morning,
went out
AJ.
and got him all this Bob Ross stuff, everything he needed to paint.
Oh,
And
wow.
she encouraged him to do it. And I'm really glad that she did, because he's a natural.
Yeah.
You don't start 6, 7 months ago. And then his seventh painting, he actually showed his first painting last night. It was rather cute. And his seventh painting, he decided to start live painting.
Yeah.
And it gets him done in about 2 hours or less, sometimes a little over.
Mm-hmm. Well, B Mitch has a question for you because I know you're not in chat. It says, Lake, your paintings are wonderful. Have you painted anything patriotic, anything with the American flag?
I haven't actually. Just mostly nature sceneries or sky, water, mountains.
Yeah. I give Lake for a hard time, but I know how painting can help you. I always say that she's painting by numbers. Hell, I can't figure out the numbers to paint with them, so I just use my fingers.
My friend Jen's like, she's always saying that, you painting by numbers again. She knows I don't paint by numbers, but it's still really funny.
Yeah.
It makes me giggle.
So me, painting is like golf. Golf, you got all these clubs. You got to use this one for this, that one for that. I'm like, and so the brushes, I consider the brushes like the clubs in golf. I'm always just grabbing the putter. That's it. I'm just gonna grab the putter and use that. Forget the rest of them.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of painters that do that. But see, I don't follow rules.
Yep. Well, we know that. You don't listen to Bigfoot.
No, most
Yeah.
of the time, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Don't try to make yourself look good. It's
All
Monday.
right, well,
Nobody believes
sometimes.
something. Yeah, right.
I'm getting better. Hey, Barry J.
Only when he takes you to get some vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream's really good.
Did you happen to go get some vanilla ice cream yesterday?
No, we did that on Saturday after we went fishing. We come home and got cleaned up, and then we went to Friendly's for a burger. And, I got onion rings, they got fries, and we did ice cream after.
Mm-hmm.
And they were picking on my happy ending until they got their sundaes. Bigfoot got a big, huge banana sundae, banana boat, whatever they're called.
Uh-huh.
And Allie got one of those cereal somethings. I don't know. It had like strawberry milk, and she got to choose her ice cream, and it had like bukus of like whipped cream, and it was ridiculous. And I'm like, oh, my happy ending's not so funny now, is it? Because it was actually rather large.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I saw the picture, I thought that the banana split was yours. I didn't know that was Bigfoot's.
No, that was Bigfoot's.
Okay, Bigfoot. That banana had Peyronie's disease. You may want to see a doctor. And that's all I got to say. I looked at that picture. I was like, there's something wrong with this banana. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, so the one you got really, I looked at it. I was like, oh, yours look good.
Yeah, it was a hot fudge sundae. It's called the happy ending. It's only like $4 and something versus like 7 or 8 something for. And we just ate dinner.
Well, you heard it here first on a Monday before 10 o'clock Eastern. Lake Fairy likes happy endings.
Yes, they're good.
Dun, dun, dun. TJ just passed out. She's like, oh, she did not just say that. Bam. She no.
Yeah, so now I'm
Okay,
sad.
Stu, behave. Get your mind out of the gutter. We're talking about ice cream. We're not talking about you and Pablo's adventures.
So now I'm standing here amongst the tomatoes and cucumbers, and I gotta run and go grab clips again. I just clipped yesterday and Saturday. Yeah, every day we've had to clip. They grow like almost a foot. So I
gotta go big screen to see
I just
better.
clipped.
Uh-huh.
It's only July, and they're already, that one's touching, this one's almost touching. Yeah. That one over there is touching this bar. Yeah. And I told Bigfoot, you have to raise this year, and he didn't.
Hey, good morning, Longbirdie Mom.
Oh, actually, you know what? That one's actually over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be taking care of those till at least the end of September.
Yeah, we got all kinds of maters in there though.
Yeah,
There's red ones, and these two are huge on the same thing.
yeah,
Can you see that?
yeah.
Those are both two. Look at that TH2. Yeah.
Fried green tomatoes. Mmm.
We actually had fried green tomatoes. When was it? Friday?
Uh huh.
I think it was Friday. Yep.
Look at that. Your tomatoes are top heavy.
Well, I trimmed all that.
No, I know you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got rid of all that leafage.
yeah.
With,
I
yep,
usually just when I do mine, I just
they're
get it
fine.
and it doesn't touch the ground, and that's it.
Yeah, they're fine. No, I hack mine. The ones over in the bed though with the green beans I didn't hack.
Yeah,
I don't know if my yeah, I should. Yeah,
yeah,
these ones are already got tomatoes on them too. I didn't hack any of these. I haven't cut anything really much off from these other than the bottoms, which I have to do again.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Because you got to do that, or you're gonna get the little bugs and start eating the leaves, and you got to eat
Yeah,
the
but
tomatoes.
they're in with the beans, so they're loving that nitrogen.
Yeah,
Yeah. We got another pole out here because this guy's
yeah.
going wild. So we've got a big pole out here we're gonna have to extend on our maters.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but Bigfoot and I were out here. I was out Friday and then he was out last night doing beans,
Mm-hmm.
and we still always miss them. So
Yeah, yeah.
we did 80 bean plants this year.
Wow. Good luck.
Yeah.
I did mine in a big giant container.
Hmm.
Actually off the ground last year, and I planted them in June, and nothing came out towards until the middle of September.
Mm.
And I'm like, really? And then it got really cold, and they just started. As soon as it got cold, they just started coming out like anything. I'm like, what the?
Speaking of aliens,
You know,
Brussels sprouts kind of look alien.
they look like cabbage to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, here, you'll like this better.
yep,
This is our peppers.
yep.
This one's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's got a lot on it.
Yep.
These are our hot Portugal peppers, whatever that's supposed to mean. They're supposed to turn red, right?
Yeah, they can. I
Because,
mean, they'll either turn red on the bush, or you can put them on the counter and they'll turn red.
all right, because it says they're supposed to get like 6 or 7 inches long. I mean, that one is, and it hasn't turned red yet.
No, oh, it will.
And then we have green peppers, and then we have our jalapenos are back there.
Yep.
And here's one. We've got, yeah, jalapenos, hot Portugal peppers, and green bell peppers. Oh, there's more in here.
Mm-hmm.
My Lord. And then there's Carrot Town.
Yep.
Nothing really exciting this year. We've already harvested a lot of our potatoes. This is the rest of them.
Yep.
Probably going to give them another week and then dig them up. And there's there's a zucchini in Squash Town.
Yep.
That's pretty much it this year.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You got a whole lot more than what I got, so
Got
the only,
roses.
the only thing that's thriving in mine are my jalapeno plants. Even my bell pepper plants died.
Your bell pepper plants died?
Yeah, it was just so hot. I was trying to keep them out of the sun, but no, even the shade didn't protect them.
Ah, there's this. We've had a lot of rain this year, except for the past 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's that Artemisia, the silver mound.
Yep.
And because of all the rain, it's not very moundy right now.
Yep.
No, but anyway, I'm gonna turn my camera off now.
Well, I'm gonna put you a little screen then. And yes, like fairies walking around barefoot.
I actually, well, I got the hose out, but I actually have my
There you go,
finger.
TH2. I got her to show her toes on the live.
Yep.
TH2 didn't think I'd be able to get you to do it now.
No, I don't care. They're just feet.
Yeah.
Oh, cucumbers. Look at those
Ooh.
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots and lots of those. We just picked like 7 or 8,
Yeah.
and then I've had to string them up better.
Yeah. And B Mitch says, "What a fun place to put a bench in your garden."
Yeah,
Man, she gets
there's
tired when she's picking and filling up those pails. She's got to sit
yeah,
down and rest. She's wearing her.
there's a bench.
Yeah.
Well, a wise woman once told me if you are only in your garden to work in your garden, you're not going to fully enjoy it. Make a spot where you can sit and enjoy your garden.
Yeah.
Either on a break or in the morning with your coffee while you're checking leaves and stuff. And yeah, so we've got benches, we've got stumps, and then of course we have the fire pit area where you
Yeah.
know, everything's all weird in a swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
TH2 says he wish he had a garden. Well, put a bench, and then you will.
real funny, TH2.
Yeah.
You've
Build a
got a
bench, and they will come.
I don't want to give too much away, but y'all don't let TH2 fool you.
Yeah.
He's got a green thumb.
He's got green toes.
Green toes.
Yeah, he probably doesn't wear shoes in his backyard either.
It's probably all that a little bit of that alien blood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of alien, I've even got a green chair
Yeah.
for the aliens to sit. No, but aliens are no joke. Actually, they're really creepy, and geez, they've been doing those meetings and those talks with higher up people for a long time now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear Raven all the way out here.
Hey. Raven wants her breakfast.
Yes, he does. I cleaned his area up the other day and gave him a whole new look.
Well, I'm glad at least somebody can get out in their yard in the morning. Seriously, I went out to the car to move it, and the first thing, all the mosquitoes just started going after my legs. I'm like, yep, time to go back in.
Yeah, it's time to come back in for a little while because the cat was yelling at me and I need to find my coffee.
Yeah, I know where you left your coffee, but I'm not going to tell you. When you're doing all those posts this morning, think of where you're at, and that's where your coffee's at. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I've already looked in all those places.
You
No, I didn't look too hard because I just looked in that same place and it's on the other side of the place I looked at. Found it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
See, you're so good.
But, so it's just you and the pets right now, huh?
Well, just me and the pets.
So did the guy ever show up with his fish?
No, he did not.
What?
Yeah,
You did all that work and he didn't.
I even went and hunted down my big nets to make it easier for him. Hey, look, I don't want his fish. I think maybe he got that hint the last day he was here. I was just trying to do him a favor because I thought he needed help. And he come over here acting like he's like, I didn't forget about you. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm not in no hurry to grab your fish. I said, look, I've got water changes to do. It's a chore.
Yeah.
I said, I went from 26 to 4 tanks, only 3 of which actually have fish. The other one's just going to support live rock and whatever's on it right now.
Yeah.
I said, I know that you wanted a home for him and didn't want to bring him to the pet store. So if you want to bring him over, great. He's like, well, I'm having a hard time catching them. I said, well, use a container. Take like a spatula to scare them into the container and just lift the container out of the water. I don't use nets.
Yeah.
I said, I can try to find my net. So I found it, and then he never came to get the net or bring the fish. So, and it's been almost tomorrow or the next day. It'll probably be another week again. So you know what?
No.
I'm done.
Yeah. You just tell them, hey, if you wanted fish, go to the lake.
Speaking of lake fish, talking about something alien
Uh-huh.
in western New York, like the upper part of New York means anything above the city, okay? Anything over the flat line.
Yep.
They have, I forgot what it's called, but it's some kind of fish parasite thingy majiggy that gives something to other fish. And I guess they've had a lot of fish die off there. Now they found out whatever this thing has is transmitted from the fish to people. So might want to check your area and see what's going on with your fish and make sure that nothing is being transmitted from catching the fish to preparing the fish to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's concerning, when you hunt and fish, you got to know what's going on, or a lot of things die off in the cooking process. However, not everything does.
Yep.
The only aliens I've seen TH2. Good morning, Chef Kicker.
Hey, Chef Kicker, good
So
morning.
no, really, what made you do this live this morning with the aliens?
It's World UFO Day.
World UFO Day. That's right.
Yeah. And hey, you can't have UFOs flying around by themselves. They're not drones. And who's gonna fly them? The aliens are.
Yeah.
So,
So what do you think about okay, let's just say take the vehicle. Like what do you think about UFOs? Like where do they come from? How long have they been around? What are they? Who mans them? What do you think?
well, as long as they've been around, I guarantee they're not. We still call them aliens, but they're permanent residents now because they do have green cards. Not like the ones that are crossing the border illegally, which is kind of sad. The aliens coming from other worlds are actually registering before they, come here. So if they can do it, why can't the illegals?
Mm.
Yeah.
I believe they
Uh-huh.
come. I don't believe they come from space. I believe they come from right within the Earth, like right here on Earth.
No, this is just a stopping ground for them.
Yeah, I think that they're in underground.
Well, the last thing that came out, there's a big civilization in Antarctica that they have.
Yes.
So you never know.
Yeah, I don't think they originated there originally, but I do think that they're underground, under our oceans, under our feet.
Yeah. Hey, think about it. Maybe they're so high advanced that their nuclear power is disguised as volcanoes under the ground.
Ooh.
Think about it. They engineered, to keep the planet warm and all that other stuff, and people start acting up. They make it hotter in the world, and they laugh when they're watching TV, and they say, "Ah, those stupid people still calling it climate change." Turn it up another 20 degrees. And when they finally get bored, they just shut them off, and then hey, ice age comes. Woo!
Whoa.
No, there's a lot of weird stuff coming around, the symbols and all that. Yeah, they got to be around the planet somewhere. Where they're from, I don't know. I won't say Nephireferens or whatever however you ever pronounce that. So I don't think they came from another planet and they hopped off when the planet was going by on Nibiru and stuff. So
I don't think so either.
yeah.
So I asked a question, you answered a question, and now you get to see this is our haul from this weekend from
I get a prize. I get to see your haul.
yeah, never mind my messy counter. But Yeah, this is a mushroom box. I save these boxes,
Uh-huh.
because they're nice, and then I just clean them all. There's a couple that need to get out of there, but just cover it with a paper towel and put it back in the fridge. But that's a
Oh,
pretty good sized box.
oh yeah.
And
You gotta be
it's
busy for a
full.
while. It's gonna take more than 10 minutes to bring.
Yeah, and then I'll have to go and wash them all again and cut off every little knob.
Yeah.
And I usually steam our green beans, and then I do fresh garlic with, I have like 3 more over here, fresh garlic and butter. Mm-mm-mm. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you heard it first here. Lake Prairie's got to clean her tips on her produce.
Yeah, gotta cut them too.
Yeah. I guarantee she's probably using the same scissors that she uses for her sausage.
Now, the green beans actually have their own scissors, and those have a green handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's green handle for the green beans, orange handle for the tomatoes, and the cucumbers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just use regular clippers on the squashes, the zucchini in yellow.
Ah.
Danny loves fresh green beans.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if Dana deserves any green beans today due to the fact that she had a party and she didn't invite you last night.
I know. Now she's in our bed and won't let me make it. So I got the one comforter most of the way up in the bedspread, and then I covered her with. She has her own comforter in our room.
Well, you know how to get Danny out of bed, don't you?
Treat.
No. You go to the front door and hit the doorbell real quick.
We don't have a doorbell.
Oh, well, then knock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
she's
work.
gonna be like, "Oops!" She'll run out thinking it's a bark box or something.
She ain't coming. She does not care. She knows.
Yeah, that's because you're like, nah. If they really needed me, they'd put up a freaking doorbell.
Yeah, I just knocked on the door like 2 or 3 times, and she just hasn't even moved. She is just out like a light.
Yeah, she's like, my doggy treats need me. I ain't getting doggy treats.
Goodness.
She's all worn out from the party she did.
So I think for our family, I think 80 plants is good. And those are the kind that are cut and come again. So they just keep coming. It's not the kind of bean plant that once your harvest is done, your plant's done.
Uh-huh.
These just keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. They're
Humada.
yes, it's an heirloom Blue Lake bush bean.
I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do an email here.
Okay.
But so how are you gonna celebrate World UFO Day today?
I'm gonna keep praying they don't do what I think they're gonna do. Like, okay, so when I was 12, there was me and another neighborhood boy who saw something in our rooms in 2 different homes on 2 different streets the same night.
Uh-huh.
And he called me up and he said he saw something, and I was like shaking because I did too, and it made it even worse because he said he saw something too. So he's like, well, draw it and I'll be over. And our neighborhood was the type of neighborhood where all the kids got together, young and old. We played TV freeze tag, we played TV tag, we played Red Rover, we hung out at the rivers and lakes, went fishing together, rode bikes, helped neighborhoods, people like rake their yards together, did newspaper routes together, and also got in trouble together. It was a good, and there was many of us. No one was excluded,
Mm-hmm.
It was that way that I grew up, that I'm really thankful to have grown up that way, because you don't see that a lot today.
Yeah.
It's kind of like something from like a 60s or 70s movie, or I don't know. We even got into things Like we would go on these like hunts. But anyway, so he come over that morning, and of course, 12 years old. I was 12, he was 13. And I had the Taster's Choice instant coffee ready. And it was odd because he drew the same thing that I did.
Oh, wow.
So, and that man eventually I had married and had my first daughter with.
Mm-hmm.
So we still talk today. It's odd. It's something that, and I'm going to use the word us here. It's something that has never left us.
Yeah.
Something that has always disturbed our lives, off and on. But you know, I grew from it. Like I don't let it bother me the way it does him.
Yeah.
So yes, I believe, because there's no way that two different people can see a same being the same night on two different streets. It just doesn't happen that way. I think we were both in disbelief, which is why we drew what we saw.
Yeah.
And I think we were both, well, I know that we were both surprised. Yeah. So that's why I started paying attention more to, well, the movie E.T. might be a little bit more than just a movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Speaking of movies, this sounds pretty alien to me. You know, the big movie that came out this weekend, THT's been ranting and raving about it on Signal. The Barbie movie.
Oh, I thought he was making jokes. Okay, I guess I have.
No, he really wants to see it. I know he does. Deep down inside, he really wants
There's a real Barbie movie?
Yep. And it stars Brian Gosling and Margot Robbie.
What?
Okay. Now, Barbie was made like in the 50s. It's an American doll, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny how it's an American doll, but yet they're using an Australian lady to be Barbie, and they're using a Canadian guy to be Ken.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Hold on. Hello. Who is it?
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Friday.
Good morning, Chef Kicker.
I know. I see that it still says Friday. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Oops.
This is cool now that there's three of us up here. Look at those two aliens on the bottom.
They're
peeking at us. Jeez, that's creepy.
They're so creepy.
Yeah. I'll go to the screen instead there.
I'm glad you brought me up because I have to tell, like, my new granddaughter was cooing for the first time that I heard to the Vineyard Chicks and then passed out. It was so dang cute. Oh my goodness. That's why I sent you that picture.
She is absolutely beautiful. She's so precious.
Mm-hmm. But she just passes out. And I'm like, dang. Yeah, no, I had her for about 2 hours only. So Mom could go grocery shopping, you know.
Yeah, that was usually, that was usually my limit, about 2 hours, and I'd have to go back home and nurse.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, fun times.
Uh-huh. Yupper.
About
so,
2 hours to die
for about 2 hours.
Time to change it.
Yeah, that too.
Actually, it was kind of funny because we, when she came, she said, I checked her diaper and she was fine. And then when Mom picked her up, before she left, she checked her so she wouldn't end up, putting her in her car seat and all that with a wet diaper or anything.
Right.
And she was dry.
Nice.
So it was a good 2 hours, but it was so dang funny. Had the Vineyard Chicks up on the big screen and she was, ooh, ah, ooh.
Just cooing away.
And As soon as Bunky started singing, yep, it was crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness, she hears Bunky singing and she starts. And I was telling her mom she was cool, and she goes, "What?" I go, "Uh-huh. Play music for her. She likes it." So,
Perfect then, because
hmm
they were live Sunday morning, and then they did 2 videos, part 1 and part
oh yeah, I
2
know, aren't they great?
from Jesus Camp. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, those were cool. They are getting so darn good. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
The harmony, everything.
listening to their growth is really cool.
It is. Especially for ones like me and you and some of us that have been there since the very beginning.
Hmm.
When they first started showing their singing and that kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
yep. And how they're out there in the community now doing things, and that's pretty
Uh-huh.
amazing. I know their dad's really
Yeah.
proud of them.
Well, he's got a lot to be proud of, and not only that, he's got himself to be proud of too. Hopefully, he realizes that, and their mom. You know, that's a
Yeah,
lot of work. That's
yeah.
all I know.
They were all exhausted from the weekend.
Oh, I bet. I'm
But
kind of exhausted from the weekend yet.
yeah, me too.
We chased raccoons for trying to get one because one looked that was we could tell it was sick. It was rabid. And even the mom that had the babies didn't want nothing to do with it, but it kept coming after her babies, and the noise was terrible.
Oh,
So we got the live trap out, and we finally did get the big boy in there. He either has mange or something is wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Or it's just old. We're not sure. The DNR picked it up this morning finally. Yep, because we live trapped it to make sure that they could try and
Mm-hmm.
figure out to make sure that the coons around here weren't sick also.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, you were talking about that, and I'm like, oh, damn, how did she know? But with fish, but you know what I'm saying? It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure you watch your wildlife. And yeah, so we were up until about almost 3 o'clock in the morning
Oh,
catching a
goodness.
raccoon. Uh-huh.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
be charming. I did that as well. The only time I didn't is Christmas time, because I had 3. Obviously, I'm not taking 3 Christmas shopping with me. But yeah, they had lunch on the go. Just saying. I always had a blanket over me, and I would tie it behind me. And it's funny because the older women would always want to look, and it's like, well, she's nursing. Like, no.
Right?
But they didn't care. They always wanted to peek.
But be charming. If you could have dropped, especially a newborn off, a couple weeks old, off to just go shopping by yourself, wouldn't you have? You know?
I
So
didn't.
yeah.
I don't know.
She didn't want, but this day and age, she just didn't. She's so afraid to bring her into a store yet or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame her. I
Well,
just don't.
it is kind of, I guess, different times with that. But I see a lot of people out with their babies and kids shopping, and they're
Oh
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But come on, it was grandma time. Shh.
yeah. Well, then there's, yes. So, like, if grandma's calling and saying, let me do this or let me do that, then yeah, I would always drop them off with grandma. But I would
Yeah,
have
I told her anytime she wanted to just take a couple hour break or whatever, go ahead, bring her over. I'll take her.
to. Oh, see,
So,
there's a half hour between my mom and I. So
well, there's
she would
about
usually come over.
there's about that between that drive there, for her too. About a half hour to drop her off.
Mm. Good morning, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Status. And Chasta's over here, like, okay, well,
All right, this has turned into a women's show. All right, I'll shut up. Trust. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Did you enjoy Gorgeous Grandma Day yesterday?
I did. It was just. That's why I put the hearts and everything. It was perfect.
Yeah. Hey, Lady Dagger. Yeah,
Gorgeous
yesterday
Grandma
was
Day.
a lot of good days.
Hmm.
Good morning,
Just
Lombardi
like
Mom
today.
and Lady Dagger Saddis.
Good morning.
Lake Fairy as a grandma too. She was more concerned with vanilla ice cream than she was with the Gorgeous Grandma Day.
Yeah. Well, my grandson was with his dad
Yeah.
for overnight. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's completely understandable. You don't have to explain. We know where vanilla is in your ratings.
Hey, Declan's first ice cream outing was with us, and it was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I took
I'm just
videos.
I'm just waiting for the day when he finally admits, and he does it on YouTube, that Grandpa Bigfoot doesn't pick up the dog poop.
Now though he's just starting. He's like, Mama, I know you pick up the dog poop, and now he tells me that he'll yak like Pa. So now
Oh
now he
no.
has something in common with another thing in common with Papa.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
I think he just does that so he can watch you through the window picking up the dog poop, and then him and Grandpa could be eating some of those pops they like so much.
Seriously, yeah. I'm like, get that under control because one of these days you're going to have to pick up poo too. He goes, no, Mom will do it. Because now that they have a dog, Mom does it.
Yeah. Good morning, Chris Fiat. How you doing?
Good morning, Chris.
And yeah, I don't know.
Oy, kids. Yeah, we got to have first ice cream. First, he caught his first fish with us.
Yep.
Now he's a delight. He's fun. It's the only grandchild right now, so.
Yeah. Now you got to sit him down, and you got to let him know before you can have a girlfriend. He needs to bring her over,
Yeah,
and you
well,
need to interview the girlfriend. It's not Mama's going to do it; his grandma's going to do it.
yeah, well, right now, I mean, so in kindergarten, he had a couple of girls that he liked. There was this one in particular. And then first grade, he liked two. But I think that the number one woman in his life is his mommy. He just adores his mommy. And then, of course, then there's me and his aunts. So, yeah, I think he's good for a while, but he definitely is looking.
Yeah. You definitely got to set the ground rules. You got to tell him, so before you bring a girl over and I get an interview, you better make sure she's going to pick up dog poop.
I
If
will
a
have
girl won't pick up dog poop, she's not going to qualify in your life.
I'll definitely have to tell him that. That'll be fun.
Just think about it. If you don't find a girlfriend with dog that picks up dog poop for you, you're going to be out there retching.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. It gets a little scarier, like when they hit their pre-teens and their teens. Now, my oldest grandson is 13,
Oh boy.
and he'll send me a picture, and he'll go, "See this girl right here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I seen the picture." Well, what do you think? Is she cute? I'm like, "Yeah, she's a pretty cute girl. How is she? How is she scholastically, and that kind of thing?" He goes, "Oh, forget it. She's dumb. I can't do like this one then, right?" And I said, "You can like whoever you want."
Yeah, because beauty doesn't
That's what
last.
I said. I said, "You can like whoever you want."
Yeah. And beauty doesn't last
Mm-hmm.
forever. So, they gotta be smart and funny
No,
and
exactly.
all
Well,
kinds of other stuff.
the only girl he really had a crush on, he was tutoring. He will be in 8th grade this coming school year, okay? And he was tutoring a 10th grader last school year. He had the biggest crush on this 10th grade girl.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. How many years older than him? 3.
Yeah.
He goes, but mom, but grandma, she's funny. She
Mhm.
makes me laugh. I'm like, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I know. I said, but I said, she doesn't know how to do math. He goes, she will when I get done. Uh, yeah, that was short lived. Thank goodness. But yeah, a lot of that's short lived stuff, you know.
I'm not really
They
that
have these,
great at math either, but Bigfoot's great at math, so it works out.
yeah. No, that kid is just a whew. Numbers. Yeah,
That's why they invented
numbers.
calculators.
He's got one in his head, hon. I kid you not.
And nowadays they have those calculators in school that you have to use. So I remember when my oldest two were in school, we had to buy those T1s, and I don't know, there's all different kinds.
Yeah, those Texas Instruments.
Yeah, there's a scientific calculator, and then there's a couple other calculators. One of them was like over $100. We got it cheaper than that, but geez. And then if you couldn't afford one, they had one at the office, or if you left it at home, you had one at the office. You had to sign out, and you brought it back. But and that's one another thing with homeschool. You don't need all that stuff, and then you don't have to buy all that junk.
Yeah, you just need a $30 Alexa and go, Alexa, what's so and so times so and so?
Yeah,
Let Alexa give you the answers.
Google it. Yes, Lady Daca status. Exactly. $130 for those graphic ones. There was the other ones though you could get at Staples that were much cheaper, but yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And exactly, I never used that stuff in my life. Right. What did they use before that? Like we all got through. I mean, like I said, I'm not the greatest at math, but Bigfoot is, and he don't need he never needed that stuff. And now they use their calculators right in school, even on the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I got mine, because the college professor said you will need the calculator in your exam. I used it for 2 problems.
Nice.
You know, I got all the
Awesome.
answers right except for those 2 that I used the calculator on. Because you needed a PhD to figure out the calculator just to use it.
Right. Yeah.
So
I didn't go to college, but I can tell you that we weren't allowed calculators during test time in any grade. In any grade.
yeah.
Oh no.
In private school, we did our counting with how many times the freaking nun hit us with a ruler.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know.
Wow.
B. Charman says rocket chisel. Oh, come on, B. You know you usually need a little House of Prairie chalkboard. It wasn't that bad. Rock and chisel, my butt.
Rock and chisel. Yeah. Back during Moses, rock and chisel. It was a tablet. That was their tablet back then. Now you have a tablet. It's got a screen and Wi-Fi and touch screen and
Yeah,
what is it called? The Nautilus? Is that what the pen's called?
I have no idea.
Yeah, those little pens instead of your finger, you can get like a little. I think it's called a Nautilus pen or something.
Yep. You're right. That's what it is called.
So our tablets went from rock to computer.
To glass screens.
Yeah, it's weird.
Basically, it's still a rock, but yeah.
Lady Dad. That's actually kind of funny. I bet you your teacher got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Their teacher would spray them with water when they kept talking.
Yeah. That lady would get home, her water gonna be empty, and she'd have like 20 cats coming and attacking her. She was a cat woman. You know, you have those teachers. You could tell they're cat women. Spray bottles, water guns. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, he was tutoring for algebra 2. So yeah. Uh-huh. Which, doesn't make sense to a lot of people until after the fact. It's one of them maths that just don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. I was trying to find that recall.
Another recall, huh?
Like Potts mayonnaise or Potter's mayonnaise or something other. It's got to be a northern thing. I've never even heard of that brand for mayonnaise. It's been recalled for listeria. They just straight out say throw it away, or if you really want to try to get your money, take it back to the store.
Mm.
Whatever. I don't use that brand.
While you're doing that, U.S. Congress is holding UFO hearings all this week again.
No. They're still trying to decide, are they really real? Are they illegal?
Well,
They got a problem to call the people crossing the border illegal aliens, but they're willing to call the other ones coming from space aliens. What the hell?
well, did you hear
Hypocrites.
they're bringing over tuberculosis now, so you guys watch your states.
Yeah.
They've already had confirmed cases.
Yeah.
Try
And
containing that.
Hey, TCP.
I mean, our tuberculosis houses from years and years and years ago are all closed down. We don't want those open back up.
Yeah, because one thing with
Nope.
tuberculosis, if it's rampant, you will be wearing a mask.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
You,
absolutely.
I think it's the
I've had so many TB tests, it's like unbelievable.
Oh yeah, especially with nursing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the TB virus and I had to take INH medicine for 6 months and all this, and I'll always test positive for TB because I had the virus, but I've also documented that I took all the freaking treatment, which freaking wore me down like a you know what. But
Ooh, I bet. That's
you had to take the medicine, and then you couldn't be in direct sunlight. Well, that really sucked when you're having to drive home and the sun's hitting you, and you're just worn out. You just get completely drained on the medicine. So,
Good morning, conservative patriot.
TCP. Good morning.
and today's the day. The federal government's going to come after Texas if we don't take our barriers down.
What?
Yeah, the water barriers that Abbott ordered to be put up across from El Paso down halfway down Texas on the Rio Grande. The White House has ordered that they need to be taken down by today. Abbott's not going to freaking take them down. And say, well, the barbed wire. And if you listen to half the freaking news people talking about it, they're all fucking idiots. They've never lived in the South. They don't have to deal with the freaking illegal immigrants and everything else they're bringing in. And
But Texas is self-governed. Most states are self-governing when it comes to their own borders. Did you know that? If you really read on it.
Yep. And that's what Abbott is going on, but the White House doesn't think so.
Well, he don't have to do crap, man. I'm telling you. If you read on what is actually there on protecting your borders as a state where the governor of that state has that right.
Biden doesn't realize it. He doesn't think Texas doesn't have the balls to freaking succeed. We'll freaking leave because the federal government is not taking care of Texas like they're supposed to by the constitutional agreement. And we don't have to freaking tell them that we're leaving. We just freaking leave. And so you want your military back? Okay, the ones that want to leave, leave. But you ain't taking any equipment that belongs to Texas.
Exactly.
And what are they going to do? Send troops in? America going to attack Texas? I don't think so. You know how many states would back up Texas?
Exactly. Yeah, no. When you told,
I'm sorry.
When I heard that was happening, where Texas was doing that, where Abbott, had that done, I did some investigating. I'm going, why aren't more states doing this to protect their state? And then I went in and did a bunch of research on it, and yeah, he legally can do just that and leave it there.
Yeah.
And the president has no say whatsoever.
Yeah. If anything, if Texas succeeds, legally, illegal, however, that's only going to hurt freaking the federal government and America more than anything else because of all the resources we have. None of that, to include all the taxes and all that, is going to go to the government. Now, what's they going to do?
Fact.
Because Biden's not going to open up the freaking pipelines again. I guarantee you Oklahoma would join him. And Biden tried to do something against Oklahoma. Well, we got, Oklahoma's basically a major, how do you say it? Indian reservation, basically.
Yep.
Call it something else, which I disagree with, but right.
Indigenous area.
Something like that. Like Fairy.
Sorry, I can't talk. I can't talk either. Like this morning.
I blame Lake because she didn't make enough coffee for us.
I'm sorry. I'm going
Hey, I was going to ask you for a refill. Dang it, I've only had one cup.
I just got a refill.
I just wanted a warm up. My first cup is halfway down and it's cold.
Mine's still warm. Of course, it's really warm here today.
Yeah.
It's going to be that way this week here.
Yeah.
We're going to get 100-degree temps on, I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Josh said they were all
in case she didn't believe it, and he'd rather listen to his meteorologist, so good luck. I never say something different than theirs, and
Is it too early for egg salad sandwich?
Oh no. I saw one I wanted to make some this weekend, but my kitchen was way too hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta say something now. I'm gonna admit it on YouTube. Lake Furry saved my life.
Well, you did the footwork.
Yeah, but you're the one with the information. If I didn't have the information on the air conditioner unit that I had to get, because my central air went out, I wouldn't be in this luxurious living in one big giant room with nice air, feeling good.
Well, maybe now you can help me with how do you get it to stop shutting on and off.
I don't know. Mine hasn't shut off yet.
Yeah, ours, once it gets to temperature, and it's not on auto, once it gets to temperature, like it doesn't fully go off. It just kind of does this it's not a horrible rumble or anything, but it kind of like you can definitely hear it shutting down and doing a thing. It kind of reminds me of like a furnace, actually, the way a furnace blows.
Well, it's probably because you got it at the lowest setting. You need to set it up higher than it will run.
I've had that sucker on 62 degrees on high.
Sure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's also doing.
I know.
Yeah, it's got 3 rooms.
Is it a window unit?
No, it's well, there's a tube with the thing that goes in the window, the rectangle piece, and you screw that
floor
in.
Unit.
It's a floor model on wheels.
Yeah, floor unit. Yep, those are awesome. They work great.
And even if I do that, but it's still, once it hits a certain temperature, it'll go off. But okay, it probably hasn't gone off at your house because you're 100 plus degrees.
Yep.
Probably, I didn't really think of that. I'm like, wait a minute, how is he getting it to turn off? But I just now thought of it. It's not going to turn off at your house.
No.
Nope.
I have mine set at 65, and outside I think 79 has been the coolest. So, it's gotten at night.
So our central air will do that. Once the house is cooled, it shuts it down, and after it drops, gets warmed up again 3 degrees or drops down 3 degrees, then it turns back on. So to keep it at that level that we have it set at.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes 3 degree difference.
Yep.
Yep.
Now I think the way TH2 is explaining, and my compressor went out, so it's not getting cold for crap on my central. So
Okay.
I called the AC guy, and he's going to be here sometime this week. He couldn't even give an exact date.
Oh.
He said he'll get the part, and when he can, it's not even an appointment. He's just going to drop by. Tell him I'll leave the gate open because he knows I got a dog, and Let's go back there and work on it.
Yeah,
Well, it's all shut off. It won't be turned on until you change whatever. Then knock on the window or the door. And I'll turn it on for you.
that's what happened to Rich and Evelyn last year. Their compressor went on their AC unit outside.
Well, mine's only 2 years old.
Oh,
That's how hot it's been, and I even have it undercover. Well, I showed you
yeah.
the tent or whatever thing you want to call it. I don't know how you want to call it. It's not a tent, but protector from the heat, and still the compressor still went out because it's just that hot. So
Meanwhile, Lady Dagger Status has her heater on at work.
yeah, you gotta have one of those little foot heaters when you work in an office. Believe me, I had one at home, and I took it in for the ladies when I worked at the food bank, and they just thought I was like the blessing from another planet because nobody else would freaking take care of them. I don't know how you do it. You work in the warehouse. Yeah, wear gloves, a freaking scarf, a hat,
Mm-hmm.
a jacket, thermos. One thing I don't have is my muckalucks.
Your Michael-X.
Yeah. And it doesn't even snow here, so. But man, I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about buying a portable AC unit, but I just don't. I don't trust leaving in the house with them in the window like they are.
Yeah.
And the way on this unit, how you explain it, I looked at it, it's like, oh man, good luck for them trying to get into this one.
And it works as, yeah, it's got the dehumidifier, it's got the fan, and it's got some other setting. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm just worried about having to drain it.
A week?
They said do it within a week, and I don't know, as straight as it's been going, I don't know, it's probably ready. I haven't heard the 8 beeps like it's supposed to give, but
Well, we've never had to do ours. It apparently just uses it because we've never had to do ours. This is our second year, and we still haven't done it.
yeah.
That's
Maybe
really
I got lucky then.
Yeah, but at least like the back of it has that quirky thing, and I think before it lets loose, you might be able to hook one of those tubings to it.
Yeah, it had a tubing with it. I just got to plug that in and then
Yeah,
open
and then
it up.
just
And,
drain it out the window or something, or toilet or
I'll just take it to my claw
bucket.
tub and just drain into the claw tub.
Yeah. Well, what's nice is you can just unhook the tube, go into the window,
Yep.
and it's on wheels. You just drag it or push it anywhere.
Yep.
You could even do it right out the door.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never had to do ours. I guess they shut off when they need to be done, but it has never done it.
Yep.
And I hope the same for you, that you don't ever have to.
Well, if I do, I'm not that far from the bathroom, thank goodness, where I can drain it. But I don't know. I had to self isolate myself during those ice storms in Texas the other year. We had
Mhm.
no power just to keep all the heat in one room. Well, it's basically I'm doing the same thing. Instead of using plastic though to seal the room off, I'm just using blackout curtains,
Mm.
entrances and stuff. So
Yep.
it keeps everything in the room. So,
Oh
Yeah.
do you think I open up my door? Oh no! Unless I really
It's funny
have
you
to. I
said
don't know.
blackout curtains.
Yeah.
I've had blackout curtains in my room forever because of working overnights. It was the only way you could sleep is to blacken out the room, during the day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But the
In
bad
my
thing
room,
is, go
what?
ahead. No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say that the only thing is I with the central air, because I had those, and you know excess light wasn't coming in, I'd freeze.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But that's a good thing. You just throw a blanket on you.
True.
Yeah, back in the day when I had my first blackout curtains I got in the bedroom, they're really thick. And now the ones they sell, they're real thin. They block a lot of the sun, but you can still see sunlight. It's not coming in, but you could almost see through them still. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, mine are pretty thick. Come
Yeah.
to think of it.
I think I bought my original
Jeez.
ones from Sears since there's no more Sears.
Nope.
So, when,
Geez, that's where I used to get all my, I could get washer and dryer. I miss Sears.
hmm
Oh, I do too.
I miss the white stuff from Sears.
Yeah,
We
that.
used to get these freaking good towels and everything else from there.
I'm that weird girl, get more excited about the tool sale, but that white sale was really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got all the hand me downs from Sears from my dad. So I
Mm-hmm.
never got excited about the tools because I had everything already because my dad passed them on to me.
Oh, awesome.
He'd always go get a new one. Oh, I need a new wrench. Oh, here, you can have this one. I just bought a new one. So, oh, okay.
Yeah, and if you broke it, you just returned it and they gave you a new one.
Yep.
Yeah, it was totally guaranteed.
Yep. The one thing I didn't like was their auto division. When you try to take your car in and get the tires rotated or the oil changed, you'd have to wait forever. That's the only thing I really didn't like about Sears.
Hmm.
See, I love the Sears outlet store, especially. Oh my goodness. Yep.
Yeah.
Especially like this time of year, you know, like the end of July, I'd go buy all my kids is school clothes at the outlet store in Sears. Quick run in, grab this, and then watch it go up 2 weeks later in August when everybody else is doing it. Yep.
hmm Oh, now I remember I was talking about something and we changed straight to aliens because Lake Freddy showed up. I got so excited. Did you hear about the new water and vodka drink? The CEO from two different businesses. I think it was Disney and then something else.
Uh-uh.
He made, and now he's pushing it, and it's supposed to where Bud Light left off. He expects to replace Bud Light with it because it's vodka and water.
Oh, jeez.
You'll never guess what the name of the freaking name of it is.
What?
What?
Gay water.
That's so weird.
And you
Yeah.
know what? That's racist as all get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of it. I saw that in a commercial. I can't remember. Like I said, it was either Tubi or Crackle had it. And there's like 4 to 6 freaking flavors. I'm like, no. How much more do you need to know about this freaking agenda
It's
that
so
they're
weird.
trying to push? Okay, come on. Okay, here's the headline from CNN. Gay water and you can cocktail wants to be the anti-Bud Light. While they failed there, let me see if I can stream what the cans look like. We don't have it here yet, but yeah. I feel sorry for the liquor stores or the stores that do because that's definitely going to go out the window. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Is it showing?
Yes, it's showing. Geez.
They have watermelon flavor, peach flavor, lime flavor, grapefruit flavor, and it's basically vodka and soda.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
So now they got that in Death Water.
yeah. So
Mm-mm.
think about it. How's that anti freaking Bud Light?
I have no idea. But, just watch, the people that tend to go that way,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're going to do what we did to Bud Light.
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Well, and the big thing is, there's 2 movies out. Barbie one that came out, and the other one was Oppenheimer, something or other. Like I don't even know how to pronounce it. Basically, one of the guys that developed the atomic bomb, and they had a story on there. Well, Hollywood's betting that these 2 movies revitalize the theaters and get Hollywood moving again. So the depending on a plastic doll story, let's make believe, and somebody that caused mass death. Dun dun dun.
No.
Everything's so weird.
I have a question for Lake while I'm thinking on it. So, how are your pine cones this year?
I'm still working on the box from 2 years ago for outdoors for
No,
fire starters.
I mean for growing. Remember when there was no cones that one year?
I haven't seen anything yet.
Well, I'm going to let you know we have an overabundance of pine cones and an overabundance of acorns this year.
Nice.
It's going to be crazy.
We had a bunch of acorns last year to the point where we still have some left over from last year around. But yeah, I don't know. Something's up with the pine cones up here. It's really odd.
It is odd. You don't understand. You had me looking at treetops for a week with pine cones, and now this year, some pine trees are so heavy towards the top, they're bending.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have had some pine cones in the yard, so I know that they're falling from the trees. I don't think animals are bringing them over the fence. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of hard for me to see the tops of our trees.
The ladder wouldn't make it tall enough for
No, I would actually have to probably go down the street a little ways and look back this way to see the tops of our trees. Yeah, because our trees are 115, 120, 130. Yeah.
The feet.
Yep.
The top of our other tree was a lot taller than we thought.
Oh, man. Now, this weekend, I saw a story about the government admitting about the stuff they're putting in the clouds. I don't even remember what we used to call it. We haven't talked about it in a while. Not the cloud seeding, but the other thing that's released from the planes.
The chemtrail.
Yeah, they admitted about the chemtrails.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to snag that and send it to you, but you're fishing at the time, so I thought I'll just wait till you get back.
I would have gotten it after.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of places we go around here, like even if we drive from one place to another, we lose cell and internet. So like it's getting better. There are places that we went last year that didn't have any internet or cell service where like they do have it now. So it used to be where I would go to certain spots and I couldn't even get a bar or make a phone call.
You know why, don't you?
And now we can.
Yeah. Those places you couldn't get a bar, that's where the aliens are. They block all communication, so they have free access.
That's either that or we just didn't have the cell towers.
Yeah, well, that too, but
And the trees, and yeah.
And here's one thing you probably didn't think about, Lake. Remember when you did the snow test?
Yeah, I did that when I was little too.
Okay, think about it. Now they admit there's forever plastics in the water. And how do you get snow through the water?
Oh, it's plastic.
Yeah, so you could probably run that one again, saying, look, I reported this years ago. It was plastic burning the snow.
You're right.
So yet again, there's another story Lakeberry had, and she had video on it.
Yeah, but not many, well, the ones that, I'm just going to shut up now. No matter how I say this, it's not going to come out right. Sometimes you ever say
we all get the gist.
Hey, you've already said that you enjoyed happy endings, so come on now. How worse could it be after that?
Well, after eating Friendly's meal, like, seriously, you don't need anything more than a happy ending because, like, everything else is too big. We had to sit there and even figure out whether we actually still wanted the ice cream. Because Their burgers are huge.
Yeah, I would have eaten a quarter of a burger because I usually eat only half a burger and save the rest for another meal because I'm so full. But um, yeah, I would eat a quarter of the burger just to get to the ice cream. I would have made sure I had room for the ice cream, no ifs, ands, or buts.
I remember when they used to have the meals where you could get certain menu meals, and then that would come with it at the end. But now they just give you a discount. It's like, oh well, if you bought a meal, you can get one for $4.49 or $4.39 or whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
Might have even been $29, but still, it just isn't like it used to be. But
Sure isn't.
it's still good.
Okay, I'm gonna get a refill so I can warm up my coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So the two aliens you
I'm
see,
sure,
they're gonna be the
I'm
ones.
sure you'll still be able to hear us because I wanted you to hear this. Okay. Well, Saturday. All right. We took off on our motorcycles and that, and we were riding around this one park. We decided to stop and just cool off and that, take the helmets off. And we're watching people walk around a lake on a path, okay?
Uh-huh.
And they all have their dang cell phones in their hands looking down, correct? The norm, supposedly. Yeah. Well, we saw these guys come in one direction and this other group come in the other direction, and they're all looking down. And I turned to my husband, I said, watch, they're going to all run into each other because they don't know what's coming. Sure as crap. They literally ran into each other. Mm-hmm.
I would have, my girl.
I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
OMG.
Yeah. That's the way my girls and I too. We'll bust right out laughing. We can't tame it. We just can't. And Bigfoot gets so upset with us. He's like, girls. I mean, to see something like that was inevitable. Oh, and she went. There she goes. She dropped. And there's no one here to let her back up.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you from the kitchen.
She was talking and then she was gone.
Yeah. Either a phone call or earbud powered down.
No, phone call. Doggone them.
Forgot that airplane mode.
Yep, I forgot my darn airplane mode. It's on now.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can do airplane mode without having. I don't have any internet if I do airplane mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can just set it. For I don't even know if it's airplane mode. It's just
like no
quiet, no calls or whatever. Yeah, no call incoming.
Uh-huh.
So it'll send everything directly to
voicemail.
Voicemail thing. Yeah.
Cool.
But I wish I would have had my phone out, because it was in my bike bag that I didn't, because I would have videotaped that because I saw it coming. Yeah. And then they're yelling at each other. The two groups were yelling it back and forth at each other.
Of course they were.
And so my quiet husband that never says much, he's always pretty quiet, hollers over and says, he says, quit finger fucking your phones and you wouldn't run into each other.
Ouch.
Yep. I know. And they all just looked up, and then that ended the whole thing, and they just went their own directions.
Yeah. See, here are the places we go. People aren't really on their phones. And if they are, they're taking a picture, but they're not from around here. I mean, I take mine out and take a picture or video for a purpose, but like when we're fishing or something, we have a cooling bag, and I put all the sorry. Hold on.
Get him, Danny.
Yeah. Yeah. When we're fishing, I have dry bag that everything goes in that I don't want to get wet. Yep.
Yep. Wow. Oh, we're waiting for Lake to come back. Did you hear about the Cessna that went down in Massachusetts?
Yeah,
I can't remember the little town that it crashed in, but there was 3 people aboard and it crashed. And it was like in this neighborhood. All three people were alive, but one person was trapped that the fire department had to use the jaws of life to get him out of the airplane. And of course, they
Dang.
transported him all to the hospital, which was fine. So didn't look like it had any bitty houses or cars or anything, but it took out a fence. So and it was straight out in the neighborhood. So
Scary stuff.
yeah,
Somebody was bringing their.
Danny's away.
Well, yeah, she's been outside for a little while with me now, and a friend of mine. Well, I mean, he's becoming a friend, but he recent, recently got a beautiful pit bull that he saved from a not too great situation, and he's got her looking beautiful. But the thing of it is, he didn't realize what happened with our dog and the dog up the hill, and when he started kind of coming closer into the yard, Danny had a fit. He was trying to talk to me and didn't realize I called it the phone, but he didn't realize I was on the computer with you guys. And also, like, he realized Danny's not great with other dogs, and I don't want her jumping our fence. So,
yeah.
No, and I don't blame Danny. I'm so sorry.
yeah, but it just, well, it
She,
sucks. It sucks because now I can't get her to be around anything that moves. Like, it's fight or
it's
flight, and she's decided anything that moves, it's a fight.
Yep.
doggy PTSD.
And yeah, that's what she was diagnosed with. And now that veterinarian just passed away about a month ago. We have other,
Aw.
it's a veterinary team. We have like one vet who's the younger guy, but one of the older guys in the family, it's all a certain name. They all work there. The mother, the father, the brothers, the kids, they all work there as veterinarians, which is really awesome. But yeah, they had a loss, and that means we had a loss. But the man that diagnosed her, um, along with his brother, yeah, one of them passed. But yeah, they diagnosed her. That was when I had her son away for 6 days.
Yep.
They tested her, everything, neurological testing, everything. They said we cannot find anything wrong with her. They said what you have is what you have. Like, you have a dog with the same thing that you have. She's got a fight or flight, and she's got PTSD from the situations. So from the cat, and then from my daughter, not our cats, but it ended up leaking over too, and now a new one from this. So now the man who actually just passed used to come out to the parking lot and treat Danny in the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can get somebody else to do that, but we're hoping we can.
Yep. I'm pretty sure you'll find a vet that'll do that.
Well, no, it's all one vet. Like, the vet, even though she has her vet, but she can see any of the vets there. It's a family practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, just because she has a certain doctor underneath her, she sees anyone that's available at times. But it was nice because he would actually come out, and he wasn't her, like, on chart vet. Like, he was just one of the elder people that are there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately, anything from a butterfly to a horse and a deer, because we have horses down the road that sometimes walk up and down the road. I might have even put out a video or pictures of the horse in our yard. Yeah, she just doesn't like anything that moves. And it's really unfortunate because she's a great dog.
She's going through middle age crisis.
Yeah, she will be 9.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm still waking up to the living room like she's 6 months old, but
Yeah.
what a freaking mess this morning she had.
Reminds me, poor Tigger.
I even had, it was funny because I saw your stream and I giggled because I had UFOs and aliens all over the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, because BarkBox does these themes.
Yep.
Oh, come on, you need to go in. I'm going to get her in before he comes back by.
Mm-hmm.
We live on a dead end, so anybody that leaves must come back.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try to find. What's that Mars movie?
Speaking of Mars, did you hear about they think that there's an alien ship that hit Mars?
Oh my.
Yeah, they're talking about it in that thing too. Yeah.
Supposedly there's a pyramid on the moon,
Oh goodness.
and that's why we never went back to the moon. And they found it,
Oh,
and they said, "Nope, we're not going back. Nope, nope."
creepy.
Definitely creepy.
I still think they're demons, but
If I get on the quiet side, it's because I'm trying to braid my hair.
I wore my hair in braid yesterday.
No, I just do a high ponytail and then one big long braid.
Yeah, you got long hair
Mhm.
though.
Mm-hmm.
They're in cornrows.
Are you kidding me? My old arms I can't hold them up there long enough to do that anymore.
No, that's why you get somebody else to do it for you while you just sit there.
Yeah, I could do that, but for now, this is working. Uh-huh. Nope. I usually just in the summertime just braid it one big long braid. That way if I put a helmet on, it hangs out the back of my helmet too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It just works. My grandson used to call it my Indian braid, like the Indians in the movies, you know?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's what it's called, Mars Attacks. That's what I'm going to try to watch. I'll schedule it. Once it hits 100, I'll turn the movie on.
So Bigfoot was completely confused after his premiere last night on how I said dinner was ready. And he's like, how is dinner ready? He's like, how did you make pizza?
The Lightberry way.
Yeah, I started just a couple minutes after his premiere started, and he's like, "How did you make this?"
With my hands.
Yeah, and you didn't use the oven. I said, "No, it's pan pizza," and he was just totally flabbergasted about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just giggled. It was funny.
I bet you it was yummy though.
Oh, it was. It had fresh green peppers and tomato and onion and yum.
Mm-hmm.
I said did pepperoni and cheese. I didn't come out of the garden, and neither did the tortilla. See,
Now, did you use butter or did you use an oil?
I used I have a special olive oil.
Yep. I was going to say, if you use olive oil, it's awesome. Yep. There you go.
Yeah, this is a Sicilian extra virgin olive oil.
No.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I get it when it goes down. So it's, of course, this, I'm sorry, people, but it is imported from Italy. When it comes to olive oils, I do Italy. Yep.
Yep. Certain things you definitely got to do.
Yeah. And I mean, it's, I always love their bottles too, you know, like the,
Mm-hmm.
and I have some that like have horses on them. And sometimes I wash the bottle out and use it around the house for like a fake flower or a real flower vine.
The one thing people, if they don't know already, please do not buy olive oil in plastic.
Yeah, please don't
do it.
This is glass.
Don't do it. It's either got to be glass or tin.
Yeah, this is glass. Yep. And if you do
coming from a whopper here.
Yeah, and if you do buy it in bulk in plastic, try to put it in a good size glass bottle.
Yep.
When you get home. And you can use it 6 months after the expiration date, but after you open it, just watch the smell.
Yep.
It will have a faint but distinctive smell. It'll definitely smell different.
Yep, it's and it'll definitely taste different too.
Yeah.
It actually tastes rancid, like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
nut rancid. Yep.
Death.
It does go bad after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I even, that's, I mean, people think I'm nuts, but I actually, I mean, I don't do a deep fry. So I do a fry where you defry it and then you flip it over.
Yep.
It takes a little, it takes a little bit more time, but I'd rather fry in my olive oils or peanut oils than, I'm not going to use vegetable oil, canola oil. I'm just not going to do it.
Well,
No. All our fish we fry in peanut oil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Peanut.
Someone asked me that not too long ago. I'm like, nope, it's peanut oil.
when I fry my rice, I use peanut oil. Oh, the rice tastes so much better with peanut oil.
Yeah. Walnut oil's scrumdiddlyocious too.
I've never heard of walnut or oil.
Yeah, you can actually use walnut oil for cooking and for your paints, for using a medium or using walnut oil. But if you use it for painting, walnut oil will give you more of a sheen, like more of like a gloss. It is a little glossy. So if you don't want a glossy, shiny look, then don't use walnut oil for paints.
Okay.
And linseed oil has a faint kind of like a fishy smell.
Yeah.
So that's not too pleasant either.
Well, speaking about olive oil, I'm going to throw a quirky, probably non-appropriate joke out there.
Okay.
Okay. Virgins, right? That's one thing you'll never hear about women being extra virgins. Any questions?
I don't know.
Oh my.
I don't know how the extra would get in there.
They get extra pressed? I don't know. That's how they do it with the olive oil.
That's funny. I know it is extra virgin olive oil. Yep. That's funny. Yeah, grapeseed oil, hemp oil, avocado. Avocado I don't use because of our cast iron. Like I like to have an oil that I can use on everything.
Yeah.
Flaxseed oil. Flax oil is good too, and you can actually use that in cooking and paints. See, coconut oil. That's another good one. So actually, I do use more oils than I think, but on a regular basis, it's mostly olive oil.
Yeah. I got a container of the coconut stuff. It's the paste or whatever. It's not an actual oil. It's not a liquid. It's a paste. The coconut. I haven't tried it yet, though. I'm afraid to use it on my cast iron. So.
Yeah, I only use bacon grease, olive oil. I heard you can use others, but dog's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I cook with my cast iron too, it's just either bacon grease or the olive oil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I admit I love doing bacon on the cast iron. Ooh, tastes so much better.
Life with Bobby. You know what you do? Buy 2 small bottles of olive oil, one in glass and one in plastic. Put them in separate, pour a little bit of each into a cup, give them a piece of bread, have them dunk in the one in plastic and eat it, and then have them dunk in the one in glass. He will taste the difference. There is a difference. Sorry.
Ooh. I got a party to attend to next week. They just changed locations.
Huh.
I don't know. I can't use avocado oil, Lady Daggers, and I'm allergic to avocado. But I have started using the olive oil spray. It's like the Pam butter spray that they have, but it's olive oil. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean, I usually just throw a little bit on there when I'm doing my eggs, but I mean, I don't use a lot. So, It beats having to get the big old glass bottle out and me risking dropping it on my foot or something. So just get the can, shake that
Exactly.
spray. But I need to
In
get.
life with Bobby, you can actually find glass bottled olive oil at the Dollar Tree. Just check your dates. They're not very big. They're not very big bottles, but you can find it there. So you're not spending an arm and a leg.
Yep.
Aldi's has a good one for like $8.99 in glass bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and Ollie's. But with Ollie's, you guys make sure you check your dates because things that come from Ollie's don't last as long as normal grocery stores.
Same with Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find some of those metal spigots that I can put on my oil bottles.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I keep saying I'm going to go to Amazon and get one, and I keep forgetting when I go to Amazon.
Yeah,
Do you,
it's got
do you
the.
have a Bed Bath and Beyond by you?
Ours is closed already.
Oh, it is. Darn.
Yeah.
I think we still have an outlet, and that's where I bought all my, metal toppers, aluminum or whatever for my olive oil bottles.
Or like a Corningware outlet. They usually would have those.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the little bottle stopper pourers.
Oh, I forgot about TJ Maxx. We have one here.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
go there and look at the. I never
That's
look at
another
what's
one.
there, but I always look at the art and the cooking stuff. I haven't been
And
in.
you like a quick spray, right? So you can even get the sprayer tops that will screw onto your olive oil bottles.
Yeah.
Yep, and just
I just got the ones because they're in can.
yeah.
I got bottles that I transfer. So I've had to get the
Okay.
plastic before when they didn't have. I like to get the big tin ones, like you get.
Yeah, that's how I buy it in the big tin can.
Yeah, but when they're
Yep.
out and all I got is plastic, I got to buy a container from plastic and then transfer it over real quick. So
you could
Makes sense.
probably,
Makes sense.
you could probably also use like in a pinch, use one of those, those wine bottle corks that are reusable, that are nice.
Mm-hmm.
You could use that on a bottle. It just won't have a nice pour though,
Yeah.
Or if you have a bar supply company, that supplies bars, you can use one of their bottle pours. I mean, it comes out a lot faster, believe it or not, unless you get the one with a little bead in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The bee charmer wants to know. She was cooking eggs for her hubs. Why do not you do not use avocado oil in your cast iron?
I've always read that you're not supposed to, but I mean, if you do and it's okay, then I don't know, keep on keeping on. But I've never done it because I was told not to.
Yeah, that's what I've read about it also, and I'm like, no.
You
Maybe
can
I'll
use
leave a remnant taste of the avocado, no matter how much you clean it. It's like, no.
it was olive oil, flaxseed oil, and bacon grease. I mean, I don't remember. There might have been another oil, but yeah, I was always told to stay away from certain oils with my cast iron.
Yeah.
Or it might be okay because if you're using it a lot,
Yeah.
and it's always got something going into it all the time. Other than that, I don't know. But yeah, I was always told not to use avocado. That's so funny.
Yeah, my grandma told me
TH2.
not to use avocado oil in cast iron. So yep.
TH2, stop freaking fingering your olive oil.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you'll see it later.
TH2, was it virgin?
It was till he put his finger in it, then he had to mark out the virgin part.
I
Oh my god, he
don't
goes
know about that tea.
the wackiest stuff. Yeah. I would have laughed if his finger would have got stuck in the bottle.
Oy.
Yeah.
That is no joke, getting your finger stuck in a bottle. I did it as a kid. They had to break the bottle and then very carefully break it around my finger until it went pop.
Mm.
Yeah. And they were able to pull my finger out of the bottle. I'll never forget it. One of those Fanta orange soda bottles, pop
Yeah.
bottles.
Oh, those are the worst.
I was carrying them out to my friends because my mom said, "Yep, you can bring two. You can have one, and your two friends can have one." So, and of course, she, took the tops off them, and I'm carrying them, and I stuck my finger in the one bottle, and yeah, it got stuck. We could not get it out.
Yeah, and I mean, even if your finger is small enough, don't do that because it's the suction
Mm-mm.
that will get you.
Right,
It'll
and
seep
it did.
in there. Yep.
Oh, I'll never forget. I think I was what, 9 or 10.
Oh goodness.
That's the first year they came up with the
When
song.
pop came in glass bottles.
Fanta,
Yeah.
Fanta, 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 Fanta.
Um,
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
it was either Fanta or Crush. I just remember it being orange soda in glass bottles,
Yeah.
and me sticking my darn finger in one of them to
Oh,
carry
man.
it, and yeah,
I
it didn't
forgot
come out.
about Crush. Now you got me.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be singing that song in my head now. It's just a little crush.
We
Crush.
have a lot of
Uh-huh.
pop here that's still in glass bottles. It has funny names though. There's Moose Piss, or no, there's Moose Whiz and Bear something, and yeah, we got Whiz and all kinds of stuff. But it's actually root beer and birch
Mm-hmm.
beer. There's a Coke, and there's all kinds of different ones, but they're all named after certain animals' pee. But I can assure you, I'll
Oh,
taste
geez.
it. Yeah,
I'm sure it tastes way better than
uh,
the ones that aren't named after someone's pee that are
yeah,
in plastic.
the root beer is the Moose Whiz one. It's really good. We're a bunch of weirdos up here.
Oh, it sounds like up north for me.
There's some restaurants that only carry those bottled pops named after
Mm-hmm.
certain animals. Yeah,
Yep.
unless they do it on tap. You got the, I think that's what it's called, on tap, where they have your Pepsi and this, that, the other thing. It comes out of the
Yeah,
machine. Yeah,
the fountain drinks.
the fountain
Yeah.
drinks. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
T, what's wrong with my mem that goes in my
But,
live stream? What's up with that?
but
He said he's working outside and he couldn't believe the mem I used for my live stream. What's wrong with it?
and I'm at the point where I didn't finish my stuff outside, and I'm in here folding laundry.
Hey, you're doing something else that needs to get done.
Hey, Lake, I folded 2 loads already while I've been on live.
Ugh,
I'm done. I'm
it's
done now. Thank you.
it's never ending.
I drank a whole can of Celsius drink. I'm waiting for it to kick in.
So I ordered my Bob Ross.
Okay.
What's so funny now?
Oh no. He's
Something
talking
else
about
cheated.
your pics you posted about the CERN.
Oh goodness.
You saw those. That's why he's like, oh, okay. That's why he did the olive oil. I'm like, okay.
I ordered my Bob Ross mediums. I got liquid white and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Clear coming with my liquid clear. So I'm too lazy to make it myself.
What?
I
No,
will.
you're not
No,
supposed to say lazy.
no, Lake,
So you're
it's
too
not that
busy.
you're lazy. You're too busy.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
High five, Trust. Boom.
Yep.
Well, I could take the time to do it, but I don't know if I can get the right consistency. So it'd be something over time that I would have to, um,
Sorry.
Practice making.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, they found 2 hikers in Nevada State Park dead.
Oh,
And guess why? Because they're hiking in the heat. Freaking idiots.
Why would you hike in the heat?
Exactly. I don't care how fit you are. Heat is gonna freaking destroy your body one way or the other.
Right?
I don't care how fit
Exactly.
you are.
I mean, even young kids can still get heat stroke.
Yeah.
It's not just for older people.
It doesn't matter how much water you drink too. That's freaking just going right through you when you're just
That's right.
sucking it in, and the heat's just bearing on you.
Yep.
It's basically you're boiling your freaking intestines and all that from the inside out.
Exactly. That's no joke.
You know?
Nope.
And the way
Animals.
they have it here, our UV has been extreme since 1 o'clock on every freaking day. So why do you think I stay inside?
Oh, last night at 5:30, before we left again,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to water. I mean, the sun was like a high noon at 2 o'clock at 5:30 last night.
Yep. And y'all don't understand about this extreme UV. You go out there less than 10 minutes, you're sunburned.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's not a regular sunburn, too. You're going to be miserable. Aloe vera doesn't help. You can feel the freaking the cancer freaking just eating up your pores. I turned around and bought one of those boonie hats with the wet cloth that's
Bucket
connected
hat?
to it that you wet.
Mm-hmm.
You could wear outside to keep
Yep.
it cool. I bought one of those because it's gotten that bad. I've never had one of those things before. Now I gotta wear it just to go out to the car to go somewhere.
Yeah. I bring bottles of water and those cooling cloths.
Yep.
I gave a lot of them away last year to family. I just told them I'd get more. I never did get more, but I should actually put that on my list. But yeah, those cooling cloths really help.
Uh-huh. A couple of years ago when you sent me that first aid kit, I think you sent me one of those cooling cloths too.
Yeah, there was a cooling cloth in there. Yep.
You know, I'm like, whoop.
But surprisingly, they work. I mean, you have to keep wetting it and wringing it out for it to keep working because it does warm up. But I'm surprised how good they work.
Oh, yeah. They're awesome. But I trust them better than I do those little things that you put around your neck and they had like little fans on there.
Right.
I see those at Home Depot all the time and I laugh. It's like, I wonder how many people actually buy these because, you know how many batteries you're going to have to go through? Just get a cooling cloth.
Tell you, those med kits have saved us so many times already.
Yeah. B. Charmer says, "Can I go to Publix? I need eggs, milk, and bread." I don't know. What's your UV say? Check your phone for the local weather. Just check the UV. If it's a 10, you don't want to go out. But it hasn't been reaching 10 until about 1 o'clock here in Texas. I'm pretty sure Arizona's probably like 11. If not 10 o'clock in the morning, they're hitting 10 on their UV scale. So, but I don't know. I tried seeing the Aurora Borealis. I didn't get to see it. I guess I slept through it or something. So I don't know if TJ was up when she was at work.
When was that one for?
It was supposed to be this past week.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, I saw that. I didn't see the whatever the in the sky because it was really stormy and cloudy here, and then we had the fire smoke again. So yeah, unfortunately, we wouldn't have been able to see it anyhow.
Yeah. So, yeah, this morning on my recommended videos, they brought up one person that I've never followed him. I'd say one or two of his streams, and I'm like, no. But he's pretty epic, even though I'm not going to say his freaking thing. He talks about finances a lot, and if you look at his last 5 videos, they're all like, the collapse has started.
Oh, God, yeah, see, I can't deal with that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, really? You've been saying that for the last month. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Even a clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
it depends. What kind
Nope,
you
that
got?
was
Analog
perfect,
or what? If it's got two left freaking hands, it might not ever be correct.
Yeah, Bobby, you notice, it was extremely hazy yesterday. Oh, no, here it was clear skies. I
Oh
thought
yeah, we had
the sun was crazy
yeah.
yesterday.
She's right. We actually had air quality alerts yesterday
Oh, no.
because of the haze. Yeah, I mean, granted, we've had so many of them, and my biking time is running short, so we went anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, sometimes you just got to do it.
No, I get it. Yeah.
You should be good with yours being at a 6 right now, but you definitely don't want to be out there standing in it for 10 minutes once it hits 10. And that haze that you got in Florida, get ready. That's the prequel prequel to that Arabian dust that's coming.
Hmm.
And we do have that system in the.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, we get that Arabian dust all the time.
Arabian.
Here. Yeah, and it's supposed to come up through the tropics and go straight up to frickin' Florida.
No kidding.
You know, so they're gonna be all sucking up all that fucking dust. I'm afraid to see what's in that dust because that sand has mites in it. If you didn't know, you don't want to inhale mites. Being in the desert all those years, going through those sandstorms. Oh yeah,
Yuck.
yeah. You thought a mask was bad? Think about wearing a mask. You got to wear goggles. You got to wear like two other freaking thick clothing things over your nose and mouth because the mask ain't gonna freaking do it. You've seen them in some of those movies where they have them all covered up. Yeah. Ooh, lady, you better watch it. You're close to 10. Luckily, you're inside, freezing. Step outside for 30 seconds. You'll warm up.
Yeah. If it gets too cold in the house, that's when I turn all the air conditioners to fan. So you don't touch anything else. You just turn it over to fan, either high or low. It keeps your temperature, keeps the humidity down.
I just put socks on.
Yeah. 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 And I even keep the blankets. I keep all the blankets out in the summer because, well, if I'm cleaning the house and Bigfoot's just chillaxing because he's worked all week, I got to be cool because I'm doing this, that, the other thing, making a sweat. And he'll just cover up.
Uh-huh.
Monday housework. I'm getting so I don't like to do a lot over the weekend. I just want to go and just do stuff or even stay here, but we're doing stuff and not be so concerned. Because this whole 7 days a week, constant, even Bigfoot's like, you shouldn't have to do this.
Yeah. Weekends
Exactly.
are to enjoy yourself, to relax, or maybe do an outside project y'all been waiting to do together because you work. Like, sit outside with a campfire,
Yeah, we do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why do you think I've been telling you? You got so much laundry,
That's the never-ending story. Laundry. It's always going to be there.
Well, she got a teenager that can start washing and folding.
Well, the thing is, I did that laundry and I let it sit there from Friday to today. So I took care of the towels a couple of days ago and I left everything else in there.
Yeah. And look what happens. Good things happen. You got ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see?
And went fishing.
Yeah.
Yep. And did some other
stuff.
You could do that every weekend if you just leave the freaking chores alone.
It's a true story, and I can pick it up on Monday or Sunday night. Yeah, Monday sounds good.
Worst comes to worst, the aliens are going to show up, see the mess, and leave because they're going to afraid you're going to put them to work.
Even my mom says you do too much. I'm like, this is coming from the person who does too much. Like my mom is the same way.
Hey, Lee. How you doing?
Good morning,
Good morning, Lee.
Chris and Lee. I'm just gonna assume it's Lee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why Saturdays I usually don't do too much.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
trying.
Lee. Now wait a minute. She's listening while drinking.
Okay.
I think
What
she
are
meant
we
to add
drinking?
that.
I know, but I'm just saying, what are we drinking other than her normal water?
Yeah,
It
that's
just,
a funny
it
thing.
just, yeah, it just read funny in my head. Sorry,
Well, yeah,
darling.
I mean, like listening while drinking. That's okay.
I think she meant driving, and it auto-corrected.
She probably means driving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dun dun dun.
I don't know why anyone would type, "Oh, I'm listening while drinking."
Mm. Well, at least she didn't put drinking and driving.
Right.
Yeah.
And B Charmers talk about unless we just go naked. Okay, yeah, you go get your milk, eggs, and bread.
Driving with water. Okay.
Yeah,
I was wait. I knew she was going to come back.
Yeah.
that's usually what I have in my car, unless I got a banana boat. So, come on, B, you're only at a 6. You can go out there naked and get your milk, eggs, and bread. Just imagine the tan you'll have when you get back home. So I already asked Shift this while you're taking care of Danny Lake. You
Okay.
hear about the Cessna plane that went down in Massachusetts neighborhood?
The what?
A Cessna plane went down in a Massachusetts neighborhood.
Oh, no, I did not hear that.
Yeah, there was 3 people aboard. They all survived. They had to use the jaws of life to get one out. I'm guessing it was probably the pilot.
Wow.
And the pictures I saw, it didn't hit a house or a car, but it did take out somebody's fence.
Oh.
So, needless to say, so I mean, yeah, somebody was looking out for them when they went down.
Definitely.
Yeah,
They all got lucky.
because normally when a small plane does that, usually it's a house or a tree, and yeah, there's
Wow.
usually no survivors. So,
They all survived.
yeah.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know it probably sucked at the time for the guy that they had to use the jaws of life on. He was probably worrying, or she was probably worrying about, fire. Is it going to blow up? The normal stuff. Beachhead wants to know if they ever found that escapee. What state? I know the ones we had, they found.
The one that was from Pennsylvania to here, they found.
They did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name was Michael, if that's what she's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, they found him last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one here in Texas. They ended up shooting and killing a state trooper,
Oh,
but they captured him. And of course, he's under capital murder charges now, too. So, yeah, Beachhead says, yep, that's him, the Michael dude.
yeah, they caught him. So, yeah, he was. It was a funny little thing because it was to do with Pennsylvania and New York.
Yeah.
And he had survivalist skills.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a little bit. It took a while to get him, but they found him.
Yeah. Okay, Shift, I understand. I got about another 13 minutes of the stream anyway. I'm doing it 2.5.
Okay, yeah, I have a phone call that I'm supposed to be getting at 10:30, so I had to turn my phone back on
Hey,
to where
got it?
it'll ring and it will boot my butt. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you get booted, you'll know that you're on your call.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just to ask you, well, you didn't. Did you post your thing on the community page?
I did.
Wednesday?
I did. Well, I didn't post it on the community page. I just posted my live. I'm going to send out invites later today.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just a wacky Wednesday, and I don't know where to send links. If I should just put it in Signal or yeah. So
Me?
you'll be getting one if you can. Yeah, if you can Wednesday, come up. Cool. It's just going to be a wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, you can
Yep,
send
yep, yep.
mine.
I just figured.
You can send it wherever you want because I'll just copy it and email it to myself. But I usually use my
Okay.
email because it's easier for me because a laptop rather than my phone. My phone's too busy.
Okay.
I've tried doing things from my phone. I've got 10 different things happening on my phone.
What? TikTok. It's TikTok taking over your phone. That's what it is.
Yeah, I've even got 4 phone calls since we've been live this morning.
Dang.
Not to
Ooh.
mention texts I keep all getting.
Well, I've gotten a bunch of them. My grandson's been texting me. He's up at some Bible camp for a week,
Nice.
and yeah, and he's like, I have 10 minutes to use my phone, and then it has to go back in the cabin.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So he's a texting away, and I'm like, yep, mm-hmm.
Aw. TH2 just shared out Chef Kicker's Wacky Wednesday.
Thank you, T.
Okay, this just came across Associated Press. Residents inside and outside Japan are protesting Japan releasing the Fukushima treated water into the ocean. And it's scheduled to be started releasing in a couple of weeks. So,
Wow. Goodness.
because how do we know that they're really treating it? They can just treat like a gallon of it and then just say they treated 1,000 gallons, so they just dump it all in the ocean. That's what typically a lot of these corrupt freaking businesses do nowadays.
You know what?
You know, if they want to worry about
I've
global
always wanted
warming,
to meet what?
they want to worry about climate change. Well, hey, Greta, since you're going to court today for not listening to police officers and you're going to get lucky, so all they can do is fine you. They can't throw you in prison where you belong. Why aren't you complaining about Japan and the Fukushima release? That's going to do a lot more harm than anything else you're bitching about. Just saying.
Jeez. I can't show you guys the apple tree out front because it's too far away from the internet because the front yard's different than the backyard for us. I don't know why, because it's actually our thingy that picks up the internet is actually closer to the front yard than the back. But anyway.
So the apple tree is interfering with your internet.
No, the apple tree I would show you guys, but it's July. And do you guys see the fire bush?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Do you
Okay,
see
there it is.
You
Yep.
see the red?
It's starting to change. Yeah.
It's July, and we've been in the 90s and hot and humid for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And the apple tree, I can't show you guys because it's too far away, but I just thought that was really, really weird.
Oh, okay.
And some of
that's
the
changing pretty early. Doesn't it usually start changing like the end of August into September?
Yeah, or even September into October it'll change, but it's been earlier and earlier every year. It started last week, I noticed. The ones out back were doing it. And I just found it was kind of strange.
All right, be charming. You have a blessed and be safe.
Be safe.
Yep. Don't fly into any bug zappers.
Yeah.
And don't wait to get, get dressed at the store and then my mom, she just basically takes everything off. My stepdad says that she takes everything off before her shoes at the front door when she gets home. It's hilarious.
She's just trying to give him a hint, and he's not taking the hint.
Dang.
No, I don't want to hear about that. It's weird.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, goodness.
All right, guys. That phone call's coming in, so I love you. I will see you later. Have a blessed day, all.
You too. Love you.
Bye.
Yep. Yeah, we got about 7 more minutes because I know Lake's got a busy Monday.
Yeah, my laptop's red. You know me, I can't sit still.
Oh, I get a freaking phone call. Hold on. It's all you. Like, go ahead and talk about aliens. Be right back.
Oh, joy. You guys are stuck with just me. Now watch everybody drop out of chat. My goodness. So, what did everybody do this past weekend? Bobby, TH2, well, B Charmin just left to go shopping in, and Lee's driving. What did everybody do this past weekend, or what are your plans for this week? We've been really, really busy. I'm sorry I haven't been around a lot. Just been enjoying life, doing stuff. Even when there's always work to do, but sometimes like when we drop the work and go out and just do stuff, or even just do stuff here. I don't know. We've just been enjoying life. Hey, Ruben.
Hey, Ruben.
Yeah, Trust is back.
Oh, I've been back. It was an automated call.
Oh.
Remind me of my appointment that they've been telling me about every day for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A pain in the butt. They want my blood.
No.
Take 8 vials this time again. Vampires.
Goodness.
Ooh, you got 36 plants of tomatoes. Good luck.
Oh my goodness, girl. You're going to be doing fried green tomatoes, tomato sauce, canning that stuff.
Yep.
35 plants.
Yep.
We've decided next year we're only doing 8 tomato plants. Right now we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think we have 18 plants, but out of those 18, there was some there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there was 5. I think it was 5 volunteers this year from like 2 years ago. So the tomatoes we planted 2 years ago, they came back this year. So I don't know what I planted those tomatoes in a completely different spot because I don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
And I didn't want any funky maters. One thing I am like, they're growing. They just haven't, like, the tomatoes are there. They just haven't ripened yet. But my orange maters, my Jubilee tomatoes are the best.
Okay.
When you plant from seed, it's not a big thing. No, it's not. But that's a lot of tomatoes to be like, tomato plants to be like taken care of.
Yeah, when I put mine in the ground, they always make it. It's just if I just leave them in the pots, they don't usually make it. That's one thing I've learned.
Yeah.
Now, the most I'll ever have now is 8 because I did 10 one time, and that was way too many.
Yeah, we did the 9, and then we have the volunteers.
Yep.
And it's too much.
With next 8 plants, that feed half the neighborhood. So
Bigfoot and I decided after 2 years of the tomatoes being in the same place, next year they're going to a different spot.
Yeah.
But this year, another reason our tomato plants don't have the foliage is because I had to keep cutting it off because we were trying to pack a bunch in, and I did lettuce and peas and just, it just was not good for the breathing of the tomato plants for like the air to get through. So that was something that we should have known. We just did sometimes we just do stupid stuff, and you don't do that again.
TH2's only got 20 tomato plants.
Only.
Yeah. He's been making a lot of pasta sauce.
Oh goodness, Mountaineer Mama. No. Yuck.
What? I didn't even catch
Her
it.
with the Biden comment.
I must have missed it.
She snuggled her new granddaughter this weekend. Congratulations on your new addition. Precious little life. She said she sniffed that head so much they started calling her, him. Yeah. Sniffer.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Oh, dog's eating something by the pond. Do I want to know?
No.
I think it's
Hopefully,
just grass pieces, but
hopefully it's not the frog.
no, she wouldn't be eating that. No, you don't want your dogs to eat toads or frogs because they let off something. It's like a poison. No, the frog's out back. He moved.
Hopefully he didn't move up front while you weren't looking.
Yeah, I told Allie he packed his bags up and moved. It's like that frog with a top hat and a cane that I always have Peanut sing. Hello, my baby. Hello, my
I
darling.
was thinking the same thing.
I told her your little frog went.
Yeah.
See you later, baby. Oh, yeah. So he's got the wildlife pond out back where there's no fish, no nothing. He's got an abundance to eat, worms. We have so many worms that we don't even buy worms anymore. We just go out and turn some dirt and boom, you got a whole container full of worms. One handful.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. I filled a whole container. Well, Bigfoot doesn't use our worms, so those are mine and Allie's. And then he uses his rubber worms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
That's
purple, the
pretty
green, the blue. Yeah,
Since I'm throwing all the fish back anyway, it's like, oh well.
yeah. I'm gonna have to research a little bit more with the DEC. I may have to call Sir Watson. I call him Sir Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And ask about. I think we're fine up here, but because they are the Hudson River, for instance, and all the waterways, all of our water goes to downward to New York City. So anything up here, being it flows from here, it goes there. So anything that happens in between, it's just constantly, we've got the clean water just constantly going there. So we don't have anything come up. So I feel like we're lucky in that way.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, like, even a lot of our lakes are fed by natural springs from the mountain. And a lot of our lakes are in between mountains.
Oh my God.
It's time. It's time. Do you plant celery? I did last year. I did not this year. We kept it really simple this year because we have so many other things. We're trying to clean up. It got too hot too quick, so we haven't done our garage yet. But we have a lot of like just home stuff that we have to do, like clean up, fixing, just kind of downsizing to take care of and maintain what we have while doing our maintaining. So we're not really picking up other projects. It's just we're trying to maintain, like I know I have to pressure wash the house, stuff like that. Like your normal, this is our year for like the normal house care. So no, I didn't do a lot. We just did carrots, radishes, potatoes, green beans, squashes. Squashes meaning yellow, and zucchini, tomatoes, our herbs, green beans. Am I missing something? Cucumbers. Yeah, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's enough, you know? Trust, it's time.
I know. Sorry, I was reading the story about an Ohio police dog that got released on an unarmed black man.
Oh,
Yeah. Tore him up. It was kind of graphic video, so sorry. I was listening about your celery story. Don't worry. But yeah, it is time. So, Lake, you got anything to say to chat?
yes. Um, as much as we love you people, get off the internet this week. Not for the whole week, but you know, I mean, you can. And get out in nature. Put your phone in your pocket, leave it on a bench, not out in the hot sun, leave it in the house. Just get off your devices and get out in nature and just breathe. Let all the stuff go, the aliens, the water, the just all this stuff, Doesn't mean you need to get out and have to go be all peoply and talk to people, but that's good too. Get out in your neighborhood and in your town, but just get out in nature, even if it's in your own backyard. And if you don't have a backyard, go to some place,
A park.
yeah, like a park or like someplace, a little bit more secluded, like go on a hike, take a drive with a window open, breathe that fresh air, as fresh as we can get, unless you're in those zones where, you have the wildfire stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just let a lot of, like, shut off some of the sticky balls. So sticky balls, before TH2 goes on a frenzy here, sticky balls are things that get attached to you, like from the media and from other people. Just all that stinking thinking that gets in your head. We know there's serious stuff going on. We know all the stresses, but just let all those sticky balls fall off you, like those little burdocks that people throw and the media throws and catches on your shirt. Just shut it off and just be one with nature for a little while. And exactly, Chris Piat, talk with the Lord. Yeah, talk with God. And TH2. But yeah, that's my advice for the week. Please, I'm just asking, even if you do an hour a day or every other day or a couple to a few times a week, just put down the internet and just go outside.
Yeah. Now look up, especially in the evenings. You might catch a UFO flying around.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, take pictures, take videos so you can look at them over winter, because it's a long winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of don't be in with all, don't catch any more sticky balls. That's it.
Alrighty then. And just to let you know, Arizona had a 3.8 magnitude earthquake today.
Where?
Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah. No reports on injuries or damages as of yet. This was a while ago, so
Did you say 3.2?
3.8.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit bigger than what we had.
Yeah. So, as I believe it's northern Arizona, so I don't know. We'll see. The Earth ain't liking the heat. That's all I'm saying, because it's pretty hot in Arizona. But remember, like I tell everybody every time I stream, tell your loved ones you love them, even if you're mad at them, because you don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes to 24 hours. Don't believe me, and you don't do it, you may live with regret the rest of your life. So, hey, Bear Truth, good
Good
morning,
morning.
and farewell too. Hope you and the missus are doing good. And I don't know who's streaming tonight, but I think Vineyard Chicks are on again this evening, aren't they?
Yeah, they usually have a guest on at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central,
Yeah.
and 5 or it'll be 6 p.m. Pacific. Yeah.
I want to know when they're going to have you and Bigfoot and make y'all sing the Hokey Pokey and do the
We
dance.
we've been a guest on their show before.
I know, but they need to have you again, and then you have
Right.
to sing the Hokey Pokey song and do the dance video so everybody can see y'all doing the dance.
Oh goodness, no, 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 no.
Oh, come on, that'd be fun. Seeing you and Bigfoot doing the Hokey Pokey,
Ay, ay,
turning
ay.
yourselves around.
Yeah, Bigfoot won't dance. No.
Well, you just stand there and let you do the dance part.
No,
We
I
know
take
you
that
can
back.
dance.
Like Bigfoot, on a whim, sometimes if we're playing music, he'll kind of grab me and stir me around the house. But other than that, like out in public or whatever, other than like when we got married, yeah, he doesn't dance.
Oh,
Yeah, he can dance. I've seen him, and I wish he would, because I know he can. But
fever night, fever night, fever. Well, all right. Well, we've gone past the 2.5 hour show or hour mark, and I just want to say thank y'all for coming out. But we got to call it, and it is definitely Lake's favorite part, the end. Y'all enjoy World UFO Day, and I got to work on my next what to celebrate for the next couple of days. Thanks for coming out. We will see you next time. Chelsea's.
later.
Are you sure?